Hi guys, welcome to the 3Gen TV studios. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do?
I'm Karen. I'm a Methodist minister and I'm also the London District Disability Officer, and I'm here today to talk about disability.
Perfect.
I'm Gareth and I work with an outreach programme in Sheffield called 35 Chapel Walk, which is an art gallery.
So you've been thinking about your login about disability. Do you think disabled people feel welcomed in the church? Do you think they are welcomed in the church?
I think disabled people are welcome in the church. I think we struggle to include disabled people in the church and in our worship, and that's where we need to think a bit harder.
Right. And what did the young people talk about the login? What was their responses to the login?
The responses were very positive and very, very mature, actually. So what they want to include in the manifesto is actually reinforcing and helping people, but also treating them as individuals. So someone mentioned about doing a skill audit for the congregation. So if anyone knew sign language or, would sit there and read to someone that was visually impaired. So it was really mature and really positive.
Yeah.
So.
And how do you think you're a disability officer, I guess with some background in this subject, how do you think, what are some of the issues and challenges facing the church in response to how we treat disabled people?
I think we've made our churches more accessible, and that's really good. But we are still struggling with education and educating people about how to talk to people with disabilities. And we don't often hear a lot of sermons in our services or anything like that about disability or healing, which is connected to it.
Yeah, I guess because that's a really complicated subject.
It is.
The relationship between healing and disability and what that feels like. Gareth, do you at Chapel Walk in the project, what do you feel like this generation is attitude towards? Do you feel like it's different? What do you think the attitude towards disability is?
To be honest, before coming here today, I hadn't really done much thinking about it, and it's only today that's actually made me think, well, attitudes do have to change, but how do we do that successfully, and what does that look like? So,
Karen, just to finish, what if you had a tip or piece of advice for people who are trying to help themselves think about how they can include disabled people, what would your advice be? Get
alongside a disabled person in your congregation and talk to them, find out what they need help with, and be their helper.
Excellent. Thanks for coming by, guys. Great to have you with us.